Round 1 of the Barnstable Patriot Cup began Friday night at Lowell Park as the 2-3 Cotuit Kettleers were taking on the 4-0-1 Hyannis Harborhawks. Getting the start on the mound for Cotuit was none other than Cam Hill. Hill faced some trouble early on as Hyannis was able to play 2 against the left-hander early on in the second inning, but he bore down as those would be the only 2 runs he would allow in his time on the mound. Hill pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowing 4 hits, 2 runs, and 2 strikeouts. He was back to his usual self, the 2023 CCBL Pitcher of the Year. The offense was steady as the Ketts would threaten in the 3rd inning, having runners in scoring position. Nolan Naraki and Max Bayou would pick up back-to-back hits as Bayou would double and Naraki would single, but they were unable to score. The Ketts would break the seal, however, in the bottom half of the 4th inning. In the 4th inning, Brandon Compton would lead it off as he roped the ball to the second baseman. The second baseman had to make a good play on the ball, but he would end up throwing a ball to the Hyannis dugout as Compton would be able to go over to second on that same error. With Compton on second, that brought up Grant Jay to the plate. Jay stepped into the box and he launched a high fly ball over the left field wall, just nearly a wall scraper for a 2-run homer. This is his 2nd on the season, and this would bring the game to a 2-2 tie in the bottom half of the 4th inning. After the game became tied, the story of the night became Merritt Beaker out of the Kettleer bullpen. Beaker pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowing just 2 hits on the night. The lefty navigated some tough situations as he got out of multiple high-pressure situations. I got the chance to talk with Beaker after his performance tonight.
Came out of the pen today in relief, and you kept the game close, like kept it a 2-2 ball game for your offense to get the lead. Kind of what was working for you out on the mound, especially in some of those big spots that you were facing tonight.
So for me, coming in, I was just focusing on executing my pitches and letting my defense work and trusting in my stuff. I believe that my stuff's good enough to get anybody else, so whenever I come in, I have full trust in that, and I thought I did a good job of mixing today and keeping the batters a little bit off balance, and again, just letting the defense work and attacking the zone. Had a few more walks than I'd like to, but I thought overall execution of the pitches were good.
In the 6th, Hyannis had the go-ahead runner 90 feet away, but Beaker remained calm as he got a ground out and a fly out to strand the runner on 3rd. In the 7th, Beaker made quick work of the Harborhawks as a pair of groundouts to the right side of the infield and a line-out got the Cotuit offense back up to the plate to try and break the tie. And the Kettleers did just that. After Jaron Avankula got on with a walk, Cotuit decided to play the old-fashioned way, small ball. Nolan Naraki laid down a sacrifice bunt to move Avankula over to second. Nathan Hall then continued his hot streak as he roped the ball to left field for an RBI single. The Ketts would lead for the first time all night. The Harborhawks would not go down without a fight, as they led off the 8th inning with a single. Beaker was then able to get a flyout and a strikeout to make it 2 outs on the inning. Hyannis was then able to load the bases on a pair of walks, and then Cotuit turned to Mike Villani. Villani came into the game with the bases loaded and 2 outs and was able to get a flyout to strand the bases loaded and get the Ketts out of the inning. In the bottom half of the 8th, the Kettleers wanted to try to provide some insurance, and that started off with Tyler Cerny. Cerny led off the inning with a double down the left field line. Then, Brooks Bryan was brought up to the plate, and Bryan followed it up with a sacrifice bunt, moving Cerny over to 3rd base. Cerny would then come home on a wild pitch by the Harborhawks, making the score 4-2 in favor of the Ketts. The game would then called due to darkness, so now the Ketts moved to 3-3 on the season, and they head into Saturday up against the Brewster Whitecaps.